guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell, I'm doing a hack in today's video, and of course you guys instantly want to find out, like, does it work, is it any good? You're gonna have to keep watching to find out. But in this video I try to use my DIY powder, which is basically baby powder and yellow eyeshadow from Kiko, to set my face before I actually apply my foundation and other things, and all the details of the bits and bobs that I use will be listed in the description box down below. So yeah, if you guys want to find out how I achieved this look, which is nothing special, it's just a bit of a pinky look with like a little bit of glow, then keep on watching, guys. As ever, thank you so much for coming back to the channel, and until the next video, enjoy. Okay, let's get started. So for me, I mix a yellow powder from Kiko with baby powder, and that's what I like to use to set underneath my eyes. So I'm going to start off and just use that all over. So I've got it in here. If you guys have seen it in some of my other videos, some people ask, like, what is your mix? If you guys want to see how I put it together, then I'm happy to do a video on that. Just let me know in the comments down below. I'm just using the old powder puff that came with this. So originally it was a yellow powder from Elf. Right. So I've got that here, and I'm just going to powder puff my face, pull my hair back, and I've just got my mirror here to the side. Okay. So it's really yellow. Really yellow. It's not cute, is it? It's definitely not cute. But so in the hack, people are saying that this is going to make your makeup sort of like last longer. We'll see. I can get the theory behind it, but it's still a bit odd. Okay guys, so first bit done with the setting powder, and now we can crack on with our foundation. So this time around I thought I'd use a foundation that I always know is like really good, the Lancome Tin Idol Ultra. I use that like when I'm going out and I'm feeling fancy. So I'm going to pop a little bit on to my foundation brush. Good old brush. I love this brush. I can't get enough. Okay, so I'm going to do a pump. I'm going to do one pump first to just see. I'm not sure whether I should have colour corrected as well. Okay, so let's mix that in. It's coming up really orange. Maybe that's because of the yellow. It's coming up really, really orange. I don't know what it looks like for you guys as well. Maybe it looks really orange. Okay. So to touch, like, I don't have as much of the what do I call it? Lost the word, but you know when you touch your face, transfer, that's the word. I don't have any like transfer as much as I normally would with foundation, so maybe it's soaking up that liquid aspect. And then I'm going to do pump 2, do my forehead, and we'll see where we're at for like the look. Over my lid and just under my eyes. Yeah, I can't see anything bad about it. All I can see is that I'm really orange, and it could be that because I have such a yellow setting powder and it's a DIY setting powder. Maybe that's why, but like, it doesn't look crazy. And the thing about this foundation in particular, it oxidizes. So I'm gonna see. Okay, so I think I'm going to give it a few minutes and just see how it feels, but off the bat I'm going to test with my other hand what transfer looks like. And again, the transfer is really minimal in comparison to when I'd normally not have anything underneath, so that's not too bad. So what I'm going to quickly do is colour correct and pop a little bit of concealer in the dark areas that I have, and literally the tiniest amount goes a long way. Before I used to go a bit ham. I've learnt my lesson when you're looking at pictures. So I'm just going to take my stippling brush from e.l.f. This is the small stipple brush, and I'm just going to stipple on the colour correction. So for that, I don't even need to introduce what I'm using, like everybody knows. And if you don't know what it is, then you're under a rock, but it is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. So this is the orange concealer, and everybody and their mum and their nan use it to colour correct. So I'm just popping that on there and dragging it down a bit. And this really helps with me because I've got super dark sort of under eyes, but also being a new mummy now, I pretty much haven't slept in over a year, or before that, because when you're pregnant as well, you just don't sleep like you used to. Another thing that I always seem to forget with this concealer is that if you don't move quickly enough, it starts to dry up. So you have to just work a little bit more to conceal. And then I'm going to go back with another concealer again from LA Girl, and this is in the shade Chestnut. So I don't go too crazy for my daytime highlight because I don't know, I'm not very, I'm not really into that hectic highlight life. It suits people and it looks nice on Instagram, but in real life it just doesn't really translate for me personally. It works for other people. And this time I'm just going to take my Real Techniques pointed foundation brush and I'm just going to dab that on top. So I don't really want to move the product too much of what I've covered in terms of my dark circles. I just want to work with it and try and like bring it down. And I always find that this is really nice and subtle because it's brightening, but it's like realistic. So it looks good in pictures, but then also if you meet me in real life, it looks normal. Because it's hard to balance out how natural to be. Okay, so I feel like I'm able to put things onto my skin still as normal and move them around. I'm just gonna do this with my original foundation brush just because it then blends the concealer all together and there are no harsh lines. And I don't really do my cheekbones or anything. I don't bother. So on top of that, now that I've got that, I'm going to go back to the setting powder that I used. Now, when I'm doing it for daytime, I actually prefer to use like a different brush or just something light. So I'm going to go with this complexion brush from e.l.f. I'm just dabbing into my yellow powder and then I'm going to set my concealer that way. I just feel like daytime it's just not as harsh, it just seems more seamless. It's quite nice actually. I have to say though, on the day-to-day, I don't know if I'd have time to start with the powder concept because I try and do something that's super quick. So, and that's the final look, guys. Setting spray. Been using the same one, the Infallible Mist, and I'm just gonna mist myself. I love this. It smells so fresh, it smells so good. So, I'm gonna fan myself down. And pretty much this is the finished look. I'm not mad at this technique, but what I need to do is, I didn't use powder anywhere else So I just want to do a little bit of powder. So I'm actually going to use the True Match Super Blendable Powder. I've got it in the shade 10D/10W, which is a deep golden. I like to put a little bit of this onto like this bit of my face, and I just feel like it helps us transition, so I just don't look, you know, on fire from just one point in my face, but it's like, this is me, this is my skin. And once I've done that, I'm happy. I love this look. Absolutely, absolutely. It's cute, it's pinky, it's kind of girly, but basically powder before foundation works. I'm loving this. I need to see what it looks like when I take pictures and check if it's got flashback. I'm guessing that flashback is going to be major. So essentially you want this full coverage look for nighttime, but I probably wouldn't be trying to do this if I'm like going to the club, which I don't do anymore. But let's say if I'm going to like a party or something, I know I'm going to be under some bright lights. I don't think so, because whenever you overset and there's bright lights, it just goes wrong. I hope you guys liked the video. I'm so glad I tried this hack out. I'm going to show it to my sisters. They're going to love it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you did, definitely give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, until the next video, thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.